What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, please subscribe. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Who doesn't want to see more content like this? This is about the Equalizer 3. I made a video on this months ago and I was very excited at the time because I do love me a little bit of Equalizer. So this article is from Cinema Blend. It was written by Philip Sledge and it goes thus. Equalizer 3 release date, cast and other things we know about the Denzel Washington movie. We're getting some more Robert McCall. So over the course of the past decade, Denzel Washington has played DIA intelligence officer Robert McCall in two of the best action movies in recent memory. It was 2014's The Equalizer and 2018's The Equalizer 2. Though the future of the franchise seemed uncertain at the time, a couple of years ago, we can all rejoice, huzzah, as The Equalizer 3 is happening and is actually coming out quite soon. It's coming out this year actually. We'll get to that in due course. If you've long been a fan of the franchise or Denzel Washington movies, and if you don't know who Denzel Washington is, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I know where every one of you lives, and I'm going to come round your house and I'm going to have a very stern talk with you. Anyhow, you'll be glad to hear that in not much time at all you'll be able to watch the third and potentially final instalment in the gritty franchise. Please make it the final instalment. I don't think there's any need to go beyond 3 movies in this franchise. Don't go full Indiana Jones, because we don't want to see Denzel doing stunts and fights and rolling about and punching people and taking hits in the face when he's 89 years old. I don't think there's any need for it. I think there is room for another movie in this franchise. I've enjoyed the first 2. I'm looking forward to this so much. I've seen the trailer a few times now. If you haven't seen the trailer, go and watch the trailer on YouTube. Equalizer 3. Look out for the red band trailer because it's the best one. It's got all the blood. It's got all the meat cleavers in the face, the gunshots, the knife wounds, the fights, the explosions. You'll enjoy it. It goes on to say, below we will break down everything from the Equalizer 3 release date, cast, the trailer, what those involved with the highly anticipated movie have said leading up to its release. As mentioned in the introduction, there isn't that much time until the Equalizer 3 opens in theatres. Sony Pictures has set a release date of September the 1st this year. Cannot wait. Stick it in your diary. September the 1st. Right at the tail end of the summer blockbuster season. At the time of this writing, there isn't any competition to speak of at the box office, at least in terms of new arrivals sharing the date. It says, so if you're looking for a way to kick off your Labour Day weekend, or if you just want to go to the cinema for a bit of Denzel, spend a couple of hours watching Denzel Washington bring death and destruction to the Italian mafia. 2 of my favourite hobbies rolled into one. Death and destruction. That's what we need. And that's what we're looking forward to. So he's fighting the Italian mafia this time. Good lad. So back in April of this year, Sony Pictures gave the world its first proper look at the upcoming movie with the action-packed Equalizer 3 trailer. Like I said, the trailer is on YouTube. Go and watch it. I've watched it loads of times. And it looks like Denzel Washington isn't slowing down at any time soon. He's still doing stunts. I don't think he does all the stunts within the movie. I saw him being interviewed about the film in another clip on YouTube, and he said he throws the punches but he doesn't catch them.
No, I do a little bit. I throw the punches, I don't catch them.
Yeah.
But within the trailer you see Washington's Robert McCall. He goes to war against the Italian mafia this time, after the criminal enterprise made the mistake of getting between the now retired intelligence officer and a much deserved retirement. So like basically it's like, look, I want to go to Italy and I just want to sit here by the sea, right? I just want to have my apple tea and a fucking sandwich, right? Mafia, stop, right? No mafia. Go on, off you fuck. Otherwise, you're just going to invoke the wrath of Washington. And he's going to come and he's going to get you. And we know it's going to be a bloodbath. Oh, I can't wait. And that's what he wants to do. He just wants to retire and find some peace. And he just doesn't want any of the bullshit anymore. He doesn't want to be involved in killing and bashing people and all that. But he gets dragged in again. But to me, it seems like it's a little bit of a Magnificent 7 vibe here. Except it's the Magnificent 1 this time, because there's only him. He ends up protecting the town against the mafia, who's obviously coming in and embezzlement and protection racket or whatever they're doing in the town. He doesn't agree with it and he doesn't like it, and boy are the mafia going to find out.
Whatever it is you and your friends do it somewhere else.
But in the 3-minute video, i.e. the trailer, including McCall in a perilous situation, the reluctant badass has taken care of business and too many kills to count. And that's exactly what we love. That isn't all, as the trailer also teases, well, it doesn't really tease, does it? It shows you. Teases the reunion of Washington and his Man on Fire co-star Dakota Fanning. She shows up in Italy after hearing reports of the death and destruction McCall is brought to a once quiet village on the southern Italian coast. I wonder what the neighbours think. I wonder what the people who live there actually think. Obviously the mafia are a pain in the arse, like, but Robert, if you're just going to go around like setting fire to the place and, you know, blowing the local kebab shops up and the pizza houses and, you know, setting fire to cafes and restaurants and cars and mafia and stuff like that, what are they going to think? The trailer doesn't show too much of the former child actress, who currently has a lot on her plate, and she does. She's done quite a lot of work, Dakota. Yeah, she was a child actress and a former child, as everyone who isn't a child was a former child. Who writes this shit? She's got a lot on her plate. She's been in... Last time I watched her, she was in The Alienist, which was excellent. If you haven't seen The Alienist, go to Netflix, whether you like it or not, and watch that series. It's got Luke Evans and Daniel Bruhl. It's kind of a historical murder mystery. It's excellent. And I hope they do a third season. The 2 seasons that's on there is just off the charts. So she's been working quite a lot recently. The Equalizer 3 cast is led by Washington, who returns yet again to play Robert McCall. Dakota Fanning plays a US government operative. Her identity has yet to be revealed. When the movie opens this September, it will not only see the reunion of Washington and Fanning, who haven't shared the screen in nearly 20 years, since Man on Fire. I think that was Tony Scott directed. It'll also feature a tremendous supporting cast that's equally impressive. Now, forgive me, but I haven't heard of any of these people, but I'm sure that in their native land they are megastars. It's reported that Eugenio Mastrandrea, Remo Gironi, Sonia Amar, Danielle Peroni, Andrea Scarduzio and Andrew Dodero had all signed on for roles in the movie, but the report stopped short of revealing their characters' identities. This news came just 1 month after the outlet revealed that Gaia Scodelario would be appearing alongside Washington in the upcoming action flick. I'm sure you can find all of those on IMDb if you care to go and have a look and just give yourself a little bit of an update on who they are. So when The Equalizer 3 opens in theatres, it's going to follow Robert McCall as he attempts to put his bloody and complicated past behind him and enjoy retirement. As we said before, he's going to southern Italy, sit by the sea, drink his apple tea, eat his sandwich, have a pizza, and then the mafia turn up and then all hell's going to break loose. Can't wait. I honestly can't wait. September the 1st. Hurry up. I might go into... no, I won't. I might even go into cryogenic freeze and just set the timer for September. So McCall learns that the village and its residents are under the thumb of a brutal crime syndicate. What more do you need? He becomes a town's protector, no matter what the costs. Like I said before, what's going to be left of the town when he's finished? I hope you're going to tidy up after yourself, Robert. Don't be a knobhead. Yeah, get the mafia, but tidy up. Washington has a lot on his plate in the next few months and years, apparently. Especially now that he's going to be in Gladiator 2. Just done a video on that. Go and watch it. It's the best video I have ever done. Those plans won't include any additional movies in the Equalizer franchise, as the upcoming film will be his third and final time portraying Robert McCall. Yeah, I've seen him on camera saying that that's it. He doesn't want to do it anymore, and I don't blame him. I think 3 movies with Denzel's just perfect. A trilogy. You can watch any one of them, and you don't necessarily have to have seen the first one to watch the second one. You probably won't have to see the first 2 to watch the third one. They're just good all-out action films, kind of revenge thriller action movies. If you haven't seen them, honestly, go and watch them right now. Switch this rubbish off, because I'm just talking a load of bollocks. Go and watch them right now. Denzel's quoted here as saying, "This is the end for me. It may not be the end. They may do another one, but it's the end for me." So he's implying that maybe they'll get somebody else in to play the character, but then it's just going to drag it out. It's just going to become Sniper with Tom Berenger, like 48 sequels later. Just don't go down that route. Don't go full Indiana Jones either. Don't go Fast and Furious Part 15. Just leave it at that. I think it'll be class. It says here, if they're looking for an actor to replace Hollywood legend, maybe his son, John David Washington, would be up to the task. Denzel isn't the only prominent figure from the Equalizer franchise to return for the 3rd installment. Director Antoine Fuqua and the screenwriter Richard Wenk also came back in their respective roles. Good, because at least you get that consistency of quality. It marks the 5th time Washington and Fuqua have collaborated over the years, a partnership that caught lightning in a bottle with Training Day back in 2001. He resumed with The Equalizer and continued with The Magnificent Seven, which is one of my favourite remakes of all time. I really enjoy The Magnificent Seven. If you haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's got Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, Vincent D'Onofrio's in there. A load of good actors. I found it a really good take on The Magnificent Seven, which is another take on The Seven Samurai, the Kurosawa movie. So then he had The Equalizer 2. It's also the 4th time Washington has appeared in a movie written by Wenk. It says Henk there. Learn to spell, young man. It's Richard Wenk, I do believe. I hope it is. So this quote here, just to round it off, this was Antoine Fuqua, who said, "We never thought about it as a franchise. It's a film on its own. It's a part of a franchise, but it's a film on its own. So we dealt with it that way. That's what we talked about, just this film. We don't talk about 1 and 2, because they're done." Which is fair enough. It means that you can watch each film individually, but you know that they are part of that Equalizer universe. It's all about the same character. He doesn't change. His character is very consistent as well. That's it really. It rounds off with expect to hear more about The Equalizer 3 as we get closer to its September the 1st release date. If there's any change, I'll keep you updated. What do you think about this franchise? Have you seen any of the Equalizer movies? And if so, are you looking forward to this one? Is 3 enough? Or do they need to push for 4 and 5 like John Wick and Indiana Jones and all the rest of the franchises that just keep going and going and going? But the quality suffers, I think. Let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.